this is not choked. Hi guys, so this week I want to talk about the arm motion, which is made from the upstroke and downstroke motion, of course, which are Muller motions. And I think the arm motion is a very important thing that people don't really pay too much attention to, but it's fundamental for everything we do, really, because for example, when we start to play blast beat or single strokes or whatever, the motion that we do is something like this. So arm motion, and then we control the rest of the strokes with wrist or finger or push-pull or whatever, you know, we're working on. So the first thing I want to observe, and I want to study how our arm moves and all the other parts that are connected to it, how they react to when we do this kind of motions. So if I start from a very relaxed position, I raise the forearm and I see that my hand naturally stays in this position, so it's very relaxed. The index finger is in this position and not in this one, and this already gives me an answer on how to, you know, hold a stick. That the fulcrum point, if I would do this, it's a forced position. So I'd rather this. It's simple. It's easier. Sorry. And this is kind of forcing myself to have a position. So first of all, this is what I want to observe, and then of course in the whipping motion I see that this happens. It's like I throw something. So if I grab a stick and I do the same thing, this would be the position that I'm in, and then so what happens when I do the arm motion is I kind of switch the grip to this part of my hand so that I can keep everything relaxed and I don't force myself to have this position and the fulcrum point here. I kind of let the fulcrum point go where my body kind of feels like it has to go. The important thing is not to let the stick fall, okay, but I don't have to force myself to be in certain positions. So from here I let it go, and what happens is it's basically this whipping motion. I see another kind of motion, another movement in my hand, and I just kind of lay the index finger on the stick when I'm in this position, and I don't force anything. I really leave. It's like my arm decides where the stick has to go. So what route, if it's like straight or not, but then my hand kind of adapts to what the stick wants to do. So it's kind of an elastic grip that I hold, and this is just I understood all this just by breaking down this little motion, this very small part of what we do, which is just like that fraction of a second.